Clark in the Philippines here, my UPS build. After researching the internet and looking at a lot of reviews, I decided that the Snadi looked really good from all the posts on there. So I decided to buy one. This is the 12 volt model, 1000 watt. It's the console version. And I did that because it's very easy to hook up. You don't have to do any hard wiring to it. And I also bought a blue carbon battery. It's 12 volt, 200 amp hour, and a couple battery cables. And believe it or not, those three things are all you need to build this UPS. Okay, let's get this build started. Once you have your equipment, you're going to get the battery cables and hook the inverter and the battery together. Step one, simple. Next, because this Snadi is set up for a lead acid battery, you'll have to change the parameters if you want to use a LiPo battery. Now, if you're using a lead acid, you won't have to change anything. Now to change these parameters, you're going to have to hold the function, the on-off, and start it. That puts you into the parameter mode. BO1 is the first parameter. It goes up to 7. You only be doing the first 6. So in order to change that parameter, you're going to hold the diamond until that voltage starts flashing. Now it's ready to set. Now if you hit the function key, it'll raise it. You hit the on-off key, it lowers it. When you got it set, you're going to hit the diamond and hold it, and it'll go back to the 601. That one is set. Now you hit the function button to go to the next one all the way and get them all set, and you can lower it with the on-off button. Once they're all set, turn off the inverter. Okay, next step, you're going to turn on the inverter first. Then you're going to take the supplied cable, hook it in the back, and you're going to plug it into the outlet into the grid. You have to make sure, it doesn't say anything about this, you're going to have to make sure that you check the continuity on your outlet and make sure that you plug this in the right way. I got a little tester, they're cheap, and I used it to see which side of the plug was hot so I could plug it in right, because you can ruin the inverter if you get the continuity wrong. Now once it's plugged in, it's going to start charging your battery. Mine's already charged. I had charged before I made this video and was testing it. So it's going to take quite a while for it to charge. As you can see, my battery is about on the shelf for probably about 8 months, so it was about 40%. The Snadi uses a 10 amp charger, so it took about 18 hours for it to charge. So once it's fully charged, we'll go from there. Okay, first you're going to start the inverter. Then you're going to take the supplied cable for hooking it to the grid power, and you're going to plug it in the back. You can't mess it up because it's a male plug connector. And then you're going to plug your appliance, whatever you want to power, into one of the AC outlets. And that's it. You're done. If you want to check it, all you have to do is unplug it from the grid, and you'll see that it starts running your appliance and shows the battery, what's left for power. Now this is easy to set up, however there's a few little things I got to tell you. When you want to hook it to the grid, you must turn on the Snadi first, then plug it to the grid. It has to be done in that order, and then plug in your appliance. Don't try plugging your appliance in before hooking it to the grid, because it will kick the inverter out and it could ruin it. I know I made that mistake, so I'm saving you from making it, because there's nothing about it on the internet or in the instructions. So plug it into the grid first before plugging UPS into the refrigerator or whatever appliance you're going to use, and you'll be okay. All right, next, part 2, we're going to be testing this and see how long it can run the refrigerator.